with New York now requiring transparency for all driver tips. What do you think is the reason for DoorDash to still hide full detail on tips nationwide? By the time you move to accept or decline the order, it has already been assigned to you as the driver. So what is the benefit of hiding that detail? Is the chance of a bigger tip more enticing, or are they just hiding all the poor tips? Keep up the good work, Chris. Chris, excellent question. I'm glad you asked it. With that being said, the fact that New York has taken a step in this direction, I think is great. Because what I've noticed, of being on this world for over 30 years, is whatever one coast does, eventually the other coast does, and then everyone in between after. So if New York does something, eventually California does it, and then everybody in between does it. Or if California does something first and makes a change, New York will do it, and then everybody does it in between. So, firstly, I think it will be rolled out nationwide eventually. I would say within the next 2 to 3 years, maybe sooner. Now, the reason why I think they're holding out is because DoorDash and GrubHub and UberEATS, these apps, hate cherry picking. They hate the multi-apping. They want people to work on their app and nothing more, and accept all the crappy orders and just be happy with it. That's what they want, but they're living in a dream world. They're, you know that song? Dream, 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 dream. Remember that song? That's what Tony Shu is. Like, he's like this, dream, like in his bed, watching, I should do like a parody of that, but it's just like, these people, they think that people are going to want to take those lowball offers. And what happens, Chris, is that when new drivers sign up on these apps, they don't know what the heck they're doing. Most people don't go to YouTube or Facebook or Reddit or whatever to get advice. They see a commercial for DoorDash or GrubHub or Uber Eats or something, or they hear from a friend or a family member that does it, and they're like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. So they sign on and they're taking the $2 and $3 orders, and they're like, oh, maybe that's the way it is, until they get a big order or a double-digit order, $10, $15, $20 plus order, and they're like, whoa, I wish I could get more of those. And then they research more, and then they start saying, hey, maybe I'm going to try and look up and figure out better ways to make more money with this. And then they go to YouTube and Facebook and Reddit and go Googling things and trying to figure out more techniques. And then they start cherry picking and whatnot. And then DoorDash gets pissed at these people. That's why they're trying to hold out with, hiding the tips and the lack of tip transparency, because they're trying to hold on for dear life until they're forced completely nationwide to do it. That I am not confirming. That's just my thought process. I'm guessing. That's just my opinion on it, based on me being in this gig economy for 4 or 5 years at this point. So with that being said, drivers and dashers, what is your answer to that question? Why? Well, I'll use his words here. What do you think the reason for DoorDash is to still hide full details on tips nationwide?